Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a character concept video with Iris and Hydreigon. And with those, like, I guess, supposed leaks that we covered on the channel for the 1.5 year anniversary, I thought I'd do a character concept video with Hydreigon and Iris. Now, again, like, those leaks aren't confirmed. They're not even in the game's data, so, like, they could very well be fake. But they could very well be real, just because, like, they look legit. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, they look legit, but we just don't know if they're actually real. But just from what we can see, like, it does look pretty real, because if those are to be fake, then whoever made those put in a lot of time to sort of troll everybody. So again, like, just take those leaks with a grain of salt, and just don't expect it. And then when the official reveal comes on the 23rd, then we can sort of go off of that. But right now, those are just leaks at the time, because again, like, they're not in the game's data, so we don't know. But let's just have fun with it, and let's just do a character concept video with the Iris and Hydreigon, because Hydreigon is one of my favorite dragon types in Pokemon. And when I saw those leaks, I got super excited. I'm more excited for Hydreigon and Iris over Leon if those leaks are true. So I want to do a character concept video with Hydreigon. But yeah, so anyways, Hydreigon, a pseudo legendary Pokemon. And pseudo legendary, if you don't know, they're not legendary Pokemon, but they have the stats of a legendary Pokemon, like, very close. If not, like, they have stats of legendary Pokemon, because if we look at Hydreigon's stats, like, he has a base stat total of 600, and that's like reaching legendary status. So he's not a legendary, but he does have legendary stats, so he's a pseudo legendary. So with Hydreigon, we can see, like, he's a dark and dragon type, and with Iris, he is going to be a pure dragon type in Pokemon Masters. Just because Iris is a dragon type user, so his safe move is going to be a dragon type, so dragon type. And then for his ability, he has Levitate, so this is going to do like next to nothing in Pokemon Masters, just because even flying types get hit by ground type moves, so Levitate is going to be completely useless. So, like, I gave him a different ability or passive in Pokemon Masters, like, for my character concept. And then, like, when we look at his moveset or his stats, like, in total, like, obviously he's going to have a higher special attack stat, so he's going to be a special striker. And then his speed stat is pretty solid. Again, like, he's a pseudo legendary, base stat total of 600, so all around his stats are going to be looking pretty solid. But yeah, like, overall, his stats are pretty good, so nothing really much to say about that. But out of it, all of his stats, like, obviously his special attack stat is going to be high. His physical attack stat is okay. But you're not really going to want to do physical attack stat, just because he is a special attacker, so you just want to really prioritize that, and he can learn a lot of good special attack moves, so you don't really want to go for physical attack. And then for his defenses, like, they're okay, like, nothing too crazy about his defenses, but he's pretty solid there. And then his speed is good too. So then when we go down to his moveset, there's quite a bit of stuff that he could possibly learn in Pokemon Masters. So of course, like, one of the main things is Dragon Pulse. Outrage, I don't see them putting Outrage on Hydreigon, just because, again, he's a special attacker, so Outrage isn't really going to do that much damage because it is a physical attacking move. So one of the possibilities they can do with Hydreigon is give him Hyper Beam with Dragon Shift, but that is reserved for Lance. Hyper Beam is, like, reserved for Lance at this point, so, like, I don't really want to see a Dragon type with Hyper Beam unless it's Lance, I guess. Even then, like, it's just starting to become annoying having, like, almost every Lance unit with Hyper Beam, even though there's only, like, Lance and Dragonite, and then Lance and Gyarados. Unless I'm missing one more Lance unit, I think there's only those two, but both of them have Hyper Beam with the Shift ability. So I'm just starting to get tired of Hyper Beam at this point, honestly. So with Hydreigon, I'd rather see Dark Pulse as, like, one of his main moves. He could possibly learn maybe Tri Attack, and maybe have that as a Dragon Shift, maybe. Because then Tri Attack can potentially burn, paralyze, or freeze the target, and then when it's at a Dragon type move, then, like, that would be pretty cool, actually. He could have some stat increasing moves, of course, for his training move, and then for his actual, like, other move, he could add X special attack up. So there's different variations or different ways to build Hydreigon. So it's going to be an interesting build for sure on what Dina decides to do with him. Again, like he could have maybe Dragon Shift, and then he could have Facade. What else can he have? Maybe like they could do Snarl if they want to do a dual typing, lower the special attack, and then whenever he lowers the special attack of the opponents, he gets stronger. Like he could have that kind of build. So there's different ways that they can go about building Hydreigon. So it's gonna be interesting for sure. Definitely not Giga Impact, because it's a physical attacking move. So like if they were to give him either like one of these strong normal type moves, it would probably have to be Hyper Beam, and then it would be a Dragon Shift. So I don't know. There's different ways to go about Hydreigon, but we know that he's going to be a special attacker. And like look at Hydreigon. He does not look like a physical attacker, honestly. Like with having heads as hands. Like they're like, what are you gonna do? Like just headbutt everything? Like there's no special attack. But yeah, like there's different ways to go about it. So let's just go to my notes, and then we could go over the concept that I have built for Hydreigon. So see you guys in one sec. Alright, so this is what I have built for Champion Iris and Hydreigon, because we don't know if it's going to be a Signa suit, because her little champion dress, if you want to call it that, isn't like, it doesn't have a confirmed name. So for all we know, they could label it as Signa suit, or they could just label it as Champion Iris. We'll have to see, but there's two ways that they can go about naming Iris and Hydreigon. So we know that they're most likely going to be a Dragon Special Striker. At level 130, I have their HP at 690, physical attack 225, but the physical attack doesn't matter, like I said. And then physical defense 160, special attack 415, special defense 180, and speed 305. And then for the move 1, I have Dragon Pulse, move 2, X special attack, Dragon Pulse or Dark Pulse. And then for the move 4 is the trainer move, and I named it as Can't Separate Us, and they raise crit, speed, and the next move will cost them 0 move gauge, and I think that'll be pretty cool to have for them on their trainer move, because then as they're building up their crit, you're not going to be using any move gauge while you're building that up, so I think that'll be cool. And then for their ability 1, I have Pulse Boost, and raises pulse type moves by 50%. So Dragon Pulse and Dark Pulse are going to be getting a pretty nice damage increase. I like that a lot, and I think that would be pretty fitting for Hydreigon and Iris. Honestly, I don't know, that's just me personally. And then for ability 2, I have Demoralize, because like when you look at Hydreigon, like you just get so scared. Like if you were in the Pokemon games and you saw Hydreigon that you have to battle, like they look scary, so like that's gonna like really demoralize you. So I thought having Demoralize would be pretty fitting for Hydreigon as well. And then once again, I thought ability 3 would be fitting as well, so I put Foul Fighting 2. So whenever they're flinched, so like when you use Dark Pulse and they're flinched, maybe you could go in with Dragon Pulse, and then you get that little bit of damage increase, which would be good as well, considering you also get a 50% increase with the Pulse Boost ability. And then for their sync move, I put it as Guarantees Flinch. And that would be insane, because after the sync move, they're all going to be flinched. Obviously, when you get them the 6 stars, you have an AoE, so it's going to be hitting everybody, so then everyone on the field is going to be getting flinched. So when they get the 6 stars, they're going to be insane, because you get guaranteed flinch on everybody. And then when you have the guaranteed flinch, like literally Dark Pulse or Dragon Pulse is going to be super effective. And then with that damage increase from Pulse Boost and then from Foul Fighting, like... the multipliers that they already have on their passive, like they're gonna be hitting very, very hard. And especially if you get the enemy flinch before you sync move, that Foul Fighting is gonna be doing a good amount of damage with their sync move. So I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a little bit overpowered with Iris and Hydreigon, but honestly, I feel like all these champions should get the proper treatment, because they're champions. So like they're like the strongest trainers. So I feel that they should get good treatment. And Hydreigon being one of my favorite dragon types as well, or even one of my favorite Pokemon in general too. Obviously not more than Lucario, but he's definitely up there. So I may be being a little bit biased here, but I don't know. I think this is fitting for Hydreigon and Iris. But let me know what you guys think. This is what I have built for them. Obviously this is not at 20 out of 20, and if they were at 20 out of 20, like they're gonna have like almost 430, almost 440 special attack, and then when you have gears on them, like they're gonna be pretty close to 400 or 500 special attack, especially when you have other strikers on the team or other dragon types on the team for the dragon skill or the dragon type skill. Like you're gonna be hitting very hard. But obviously, like these skills and theme skills and everything, they're not gonna be taking effect in co-op, but in single player, like the damage, yeah, definitely gonna be pretty high. But yeah, like this is what I have for Hydreigon and Iris. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's overpowered? Do you think this is something that we could possibly see in Pokemon Masters? Like there's different ways that they can go about building Hydreigon. So like I know legendaries have dual typing and non-legendaries don't really have dual typings. But I think with pseudo legendaries, you can kind of make an exception for that because they are labeled as pseudo legendaries. So maybe Hydreigon will have an exception for that. So then he'll have Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse. So who knows? We'll have to see when they do come and if they come, and also if these leaks are real. We'll have to see, but yeah, seeing these leaks and everything, it just makes everything a lot of fun. A lot of people say like having these leaks come out super early sort of like ruins the hype for the game, and I can kind of agree, but at the same time not really, because like when you know what's to come, you're gonna get excited, you're gonna be saving your gems, and then when they come, you're gonna be spending all your gems on whatever character you want. And having these leaks in advance, like, it helps us know what to save for. And with the anniversary like less than a week away, it gives us time to know like what we could possibly expect if these are real, so that we could just go based off of that. So we know like if the leaks are real, Gardevoir, Hydreigon, and Leon are coming, possibly, so that we know what to save for. So like if you want to go for Leon, you save your gems for Leon. If you like Hydreigon or Gardevoir, you can save your gems for them. So like I don't know, me personally, I think it is like not like the best for the game, because obviously like I do see the other side of this as well, but I think it's a good thing for the game as well, because it does create a little bit more hype, because then you know what kind of characters are coming, and then you can sort of get excited for them leading up to the official release for them. But that's if these are real. I'm not saying they're real, but yeah, that's what I have for my character concept for Champion Iris and Hydreigon. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas on the build for Hydreigon and Iris, comment your concept below. And that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.